desires I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I can taste it, wanted away from everything I've been chasing, I'm honest and I promise that I got this, I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting, I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious, you got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or is the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare, got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare, you got one shot.
Life ain't bad. I love seeing you dancing. That's so cute. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Right TV Wednesday. Welcome to the Esther and JC show. I can talk. I can. But just gonna go straight to the chat. We've got lots of work to do, me and Esther. Hi, Eva. First, thank you. Hello, Joanne. Hi, Becca. Sky. Hello. Long time no see. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Esther. Hello there. Funny seeing you here in the chat. Hello, Stephen. Hi. How are you doing? Sending all lots of love to you. Hello, Cool Gamer. Hello, Karina. Here for a little while. Thank you. Love having you as long as you can stay.
Hi, Stephen.
Yes. Funny seeing you here. So, Esther, would you like to introduce yourself? Or no?
I can.
So long, don't see.
Don't say. That sounded a little bit like Yoda's speech.
It sounded like the title of a poem. It's like the title of a poem. Okay, anyway. So long, don't see.
Hi, I am Esther Marie Andújar. I'm a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. I also have a YouTube channel under the same name. What else do I do? Oh, I write under the Mireya Navarre name. I write paranormal romances with a little bit of spice and a lot of blood. They are usually available through KoFi, Patreon, and Kindle Vella. Currently, I am releasing a vampire story called The Marina the Vampire. It has if soulmates and fated mates is your thing, and obviously paranormal, then you should check it out. And for the time being, the first 7 episodes of The Witch and Her Shadows, which is the story of Karina, a witch that you meet in Marina the Vampire, are out in Kindle Vella for free for the time being. And yeah, that's what I do. I do other things that I keep secret. So if you somehow at any moment you hear me say something about Sally, pen name Sally, that's the secret. That's it. It's a pen name that writes romance.
And
I'll leave it up there.
She's got a lot of secrets, y'all.
Yeah. Currently, JC, it's reading the Christmassy holiday book for that name. And she is she wants to smack the protagonist, and I'm like, yeah.
I have words for her. Words for her. Like, really, ma'am? Yeah. Ma'am, get your whole life together. Ma'am. Anyway.
She is trying. She doesn't know how to. Believe me, it was frustrating to write her because she and I could not be more opposite.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Definitely not a self-insert.
No idea at all of anything. She second guesses everything, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny is one of the parts, I don't remember which, because yeah, and I wouldn't say anyway. But
Mhm.
I'm reading, I'm like, yes, there ain't nothing like this. Like, this is not
Yeah. No.
like Esther never do this.
No.
um, yes, yes, she's a hoot to yell at. Oh, I can see you yelling all types of things. Anyway, hmm, hmm.
Hi, Gwynna.
Hi,
Hello, Christian.
Christian. Supposed to be part of a writing contest tomorrow, but I can't find the email. No. Search. Can you search like in the search bar on in the email? Can you search your emails for a specific phrasing or the specific company or the people hosting the contest? Is what I'm trying to say. Oh gosh. Okay. Hi, baby. Still crazy busy with packing, so looking forward to your long ass sprints today. You know what? Why you gotta come at me like that though? Like, really?
She's
Uh,
not lying.
she's not lying, especially because the first one is a 45. But you know, we're not
See?
gonna talk about that. And yes, D is recovering. So please get better soon. We need you around. And yeah, we miss her too. Oh,
Same, Steven, same. Same in
oh,
that we miss her. The
yes.
missing, the specifics are not obviously the
Yeah.
same, but
Yeah, obviously. Um,
totally can commiserate with that feeling.
we all know you like them chunky. I like big sprints and I cannot lie. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, I didn't tell y'all about me intentionally. Uh, no, I have 5 books, 3 poetry collections, and 2 novels: The Diary of Succession of Lies and The Weight of Her, all available on Amazon and NKU. I have an online store with writer merch. I have an online magazine and a blog, and I post videos on Mondays. And yeah, that's enough about me. Rather talk about my friends, but for now, we're going to do. Oh no! Wait,
Following the song.
okay, we've got work to do. What are you working on? Did you say what you were working on?
So I want to finish a video that I'm working on, which is a sort of announcement, soft launch of something.
Oh,
And
is it something helpful?
no, no,
Oh man. Okay.
uh, it's what I show you that I
Oh,
built.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got you. Got you.
that.
Oh, yes.
Uh, yeah, and then after that, I am gonna read through something that I have written and stop writing. I left a note, be like, figure out why I stopped writing this. So I gonna read and figure out why.
Are you
And
are you going to a
hopefully,
new project?
no, this supposed to be Sally's newsletter freebie.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Uh, so I don't know why I stopped writing it. I'm not exactly sure, so I'm just gonna read and see
Re-
what happened.
Refamiliarize yourself with the.
And yeah, and if I don't feel like redrafting or whatever it needs, I'll just switch to Marina the Vampire
Okay.
and keep on
I
that.
am. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to work on my read through of When Love Calls. It's what I should be working on. Whether it's what I actually work on, time will tell. We
And
shall see.
eventually we're gonna eat, right?
I have eaten today, earlier.
Okay.
I might be
Get a
getting hungry
second meal.
again. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Oh, if I don't forget. I'm sure my stomach will remind me. It's actually starting to remind me now. And now you said something and it's reminding me even more. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But for now, we're going to start with a nice chunky fat sprint. Because I like big sprints and I cannot lie. Okay.
Also,
Look.
hi, Dolores.
I did say hi to her. Oh, yeah, you didn't say it.
I didn't. So.
Hi, Dolores. Alrighty. Let's get to it. Let us know in the chat what you're working on. I do have a question. Hold on. I forgot that I have a question. What was the process like writing your first book, and how long did it take you to write it? I've been feeling nostalgic about my writing lately, and when I started in the first book I wrote, and also the first one I published. So, because they're not the same. Hold on. My first sprint will be feeding the 1-year-old. And oh, she can't believe she's 1 already. Happy birthday again, Leah. And hi, Devin. I'm sub to you, and your video didn't even come up. My video that I posted Monday, or the stream didn't come up.
How dare?
Yes, Gwynna's here. I know the party is in the house. Gwynna is the party. All right.
Also, Stephen, when you can start adding
I missed. Oh, okay.
Snacks throughout the day, so you can build up your appetite again. Eventually.
Yeah, small snacks, little some fruit here and there, yogurt, granola bar, things like that. Just so you don't keep up, just so you keep up your energy and, like Esther said, build back up your appetite. Yes. And yes, I second what Scott said. Please eat when your body tells you, even though she does not listen to this. But anyway, not calling you out at all, Scott.
None of them, because this girl here doesn't either. So
this girl here has reasons that are atmospheric and not necessarily, because I just don't want to eat. Hi again, Eva. Had it muted again. Hi. And Steven said I'll do my best. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna get to work. And I'll see y'all in 45. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, let us know in the chat what you're working on as well. Only if you want to. And we're back. Hello, hello, hello. We had some people. I don't know why I did that, but I'm special. Karina had to go and said to take care. May the words be in favor for you, and hope you have a good evening, Karina. And Anna popped in and said hello. Anna. I missed a few other people. Jen came in. Hello. Let's see. Don't want to miss anyone. Nia came in. Hi, Nia. And Nick came in, and Margaret came in and said that she had used Tiffany's timer last night, and it's one of her. It's just might be her favorite. It's one of my favorites too. That and the sunflower one. I love the sunflower one because I love sunflowers. And did I miss anyone coming in? I think that was all that came in during the sprint. How'd you do, Esther? You're muted. I can't hear you.
Forgot that I muted the microphone too. So the video, so I finished the video. It exported like a couple of minutes before the sprint ended, and I started reading what I have wrote, and I was like, now I know why I stopped writing this. So because it is a newsletter freebie, it's going to be shorter than Sally's normal short romances. And the way that I was writing it wouldn't be short at all. Like I was like, no, I started at the wrong point, and it just drags. So I took pen and paper. I'm just like re-outlining it. And because it's supposed to be so short, it's just gonna be one POV. I don't think the length that I want this to be, I don't think I can do it in 2 POV. So I'm just gonna keep it in 1 POV. So yeah, that's what I did. I watch videos too. Because 45 minutes is too low for me to hyper focus on something. So I just like bounce around between things. And I got my heated pad because meds are wearing out and I don't want to take anything yet.
No.
I want to wait until I go to bed to take more meds.
Yeah.
So the it is.
That makes sense.
Even though it's 85 degrees. But I'd rather be hot than be in pain. So.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I agree. I had to phrase it in my head what you said, and I was like, okay.
Yes. This specific pain, yes, I'd rather be hot. I'd rather be like, oh my god,
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Sweaty, but yeah, because I don't enjoy the feeling of being shred to parts from the inside out.
I don't enjoy that feeling either, friend. I don't enjoy it for you. I'm sorry that you have to feel that way.
Also, thank you, Anna. She's like, you're already hot, Esther.
Oh, well, pretty hot and tempting, right?
How about you?
I started doing some of my read through, and then I wanted tea, so I went to go make tea and get some more water, and stay hydrated. Hydration is important. And then I continue doing a little bit more of the read through. It's going slow today. It's just today's just a slow day. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I did see this. I was earlier at Kay's chat, and I stopped chatting when you came around that time because I got busy. And I was telling her that today was kind of like a slow-mo day. Like everything feels like it's going slow-mo. Like I feel like I'm moving I'm in a slow-mo movie, and everything around me feels like it's going very slow. So I totally understand, like, feeling like everything is just like at a snail pace.
Right. Oh, I think I just did something by accident messing around with StreamYard. Might have deleted something, but um sorry if anyone's comment might have been deleted. I hope not. But
I mean, I don't see anything. I mean, I don't see anything missing from what I'm seeing right now. I don't know if I don't think I will remember if I scroll up. So
okay.
I
I
don't
hope
know.
I don't know. I'm over here messing with keys and buttons, and StreamYard is my computer's being real slow and finicky with me, so it's not helping. Devin got beta read. Oh God, Lord, beta revisions, chapter 10 out of 33, due to the editor September 3rd. Whoa, that's a close
You can do.
date. You can
You
do
can
it
do.
because I've seen your
Do.
work ethic. I've seen your streams. I believe you can do it. No problem. It is a tight deadline,
It's
but
gonna
you
be
can do
tight.
it. Yeah. Oh, Eve only got has one response from a Facebook ad for the event. You'll get more. Did you want to post a link here so people can go check it out, Eva?
I think she's like trying ads, so I think that's kind of like.
Oh yeah, but I think the more people the more I'm I'm not an expert on social media or how it works, but the more people see the ads, doesn't it push it out to more people? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, but
Does
I
it?
don't know. I don't know if she shares the post link, if we're
Okay.
gonna see it kind of
Like
like
if
as an
someone goes
ad,
and
not
likes if
post.
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Well,
Because I don't know
I mean
exactly how
it can't
it
hurt.
looks. Yeah.
It can't hurt anything. Randy said I've made it to chapter 3 on beta reading for someone. Ooh, very nice.
Nice.
Hazelnut Ramley's copy pasted 1,061 words, wrote 26 more. Awesome. I have answers to the question. Hold on. I have to teach in 2 hours, but I'm just going through emails and admin stuff. I'm so glad you're here, Anna. Your students are so lucky, Anna. Tried doing my video, but my throat started hurting again, so I stopped and decided to pivot and go through beta feedback. Okay, but keep the part of the video that worked so that you don't have to re-record the whole entire thing, and you just have to re-record the parts where maybe your voice started to fade a little, but and you'll just have to edit it together. Don't erase the whole video, Sky. I have a feeling I might be too late.
Yeah, I have a feeling too.
Making some little video collages with my QR codes for others to watch those videos, or they're considering making one of me talking to my daughter as part of the reveal. Oh, the storybook, like, oh, hey, check these videos out. Oh, that's so sweet. That sounds awesome, Eva. When things get hot, get some water. I think I got some water. Oh yeah, Esther's hot. Also, which title do you? Oh. The comment. Okay. So I did mess up something. Okay. I went to that's why when you pressing too many things, trying to press too many things at once. I went to an aquarium today and I got a cute little bracelet that lets me track a sea turtle. Mine's name is Victory. And right now she's off the coast of Panama City. Oh, that's so cute. I need to get through this dang video so I can do Lily's newsletter that I should have sent out from yesterday, but I can't film the video with no voice.
And you cannot send a newsletter when you're sick, so nothing is behind.
Yeah, because if you're sick, I mean, you can't help that.
Yeah.
plot twist and life shifts is my pick.
Of the title of the
Oh, okay,
whatever
okay.
lost in.
But would it push it more people outside the event area? I also don't know jack about social media. Same.
I mean,
Hello, Jocelyn.
it depends how the ad was set. If Eva set it up for like a specific age group and a specific um area, I I I had the word. I was like Geo, and then it disappeared in my head. But if it's like that specific, there may be people outside of the area looking at it might skew the analytics, but I don't know.
Mm.
And we were right. The sky will be like, too late. He's
Yeah.
out.
If it got popular, it would send it to those in the target area, regardless of the popularity. Did you post a link to it, Eva? Okay, there we go. Here's the event. It's Knoxville, Tennessee. I do have family there. Nice. I mean, if we like and share, it would help, right? Because you said it would. Most popular would send it to those in the target area, regardless of the people of the popularity was local. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just need to get it seen. So the question, should we answer the question now or after the second sprint?
However you like.
I need opinions.
You need opinions?
I need your opinion.
My opinion too, if you answer now or later? Do you have anything do you need to go to a sprint?
Oh no, like I haven't thrown anything on for dinner, if that's what you're asking.
No, honestly, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Be
Oh, forgot about my dinner. Oh, good. Well, that means you can't man me then. So hey.
Yeah.
Yes. Say you're going or interested. I think I already clicked it going because I saw your post on Facebook in the CGL group. I think I already clicked on it, but I don't know if I can click again. Maybe I can click under a different profile. Dinner is important.
Yeah, it is.
It is, I guess. Okay, the question is, what was the process like writing your first book, and how long did it take you to write it? We're gonna skip me for right now. I have to think about it.
Do you want to read a couple answers?
Yeah, and then go to the sprint. Yeah. Yes, we'll start with you first, ma'am. We'll start with you first. Do you remember?
So this is a very interesting question because technically, so the first book that I wrote was that famous Pocahontas notebook that I have mentioned before, that I wrote a very problematic romance when I was in 8th grade. And that was my first foray into not serialization, but something like that, because I will write one chapter and then it will get passed along the people that were reading it, and then it will come back to me and I will write the second chapter and so on and so forth. So that one took me the entire 8th grade year to write it, because it was like I will write it, they will read it, and it was just not like day 1 or 2 people. It's like day like 10, 15 people reading it.
Right.
And then it will come back to me. So it took that entire year. Like first like novel that it's again, it's not published, but I think if what it is a paranormal romance, and it is about vampires.
Ooh.
Shocker.
Not really.
It has nothing to do with Marina or anything like that. They're completely different vampires. That one is sort of complicated because it has like families and hierarchy and a lot of like secrets and scheming families and power struggles, things like that. And that one, I think I finished it. That one I took on and off, I think a year and a half, maybe 2 years, because I took a lot of breaks in between. But I think the highlight is it's on my Instagram, and I think I finished it May 2020,
Ooh.
I think. But that one is not gonna see the light of any day. I may rethink the concept, but those characters are not seeing the light of the any, and not even a flashlight.
Yeah.
Like that. Um,
That inspired a
for
secondary
shorter
question. A secondary question for you, but later.
for shorter things, usually I will write it in a couple of weeks. If I'm like into it, it will be a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a week and a half for revisions. My revisions, and then another week, a week and a half for like revisions based on my editor, and then it's up to formatting and uploading it. So
Right.
shorter books take me, I will say, a month and a half, 2 months,
Nice.
to like from the draft to the formatting and uploading. I'm not gonna say the publishing, because I try to work pretty ahead of time. So the book might be done 3 weeks to a month and a half before the releasing date. So
Gotcha.
that's kind of like, this is why I'm always on a deadline. This is why I'm almost always revising, because
Just gonna call you Deadline Esther. You and Tiff. Deadline Tiff.
it's, yeah, it's like I'm always working to something else that is happening in a few months. Like right now, I'm working on the things that are releasing November, December. And
Mm-hmm.
once those are done, actually in October, I'm working on something that should be out next year, early next year. And then I have to work on
Ooh.
things around that thing
Do I already
to
know
kind
what
of
this
like
is?
keep,
Do I already know what this
uh,
is?
you know the person who is organizing this.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind. I already know. Got it. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Um, Devin said book one took 4 years, and I wasn't even planning publishing it until I stumbled into the writing community. That's what we're here for. Gwynna said, a summer junior year, my AP lit teacher said I didn't have the drive or commitment necessary to write a book, and the previous NaNoWriMo friends of mine had written a novel. I was needlessly, hold on, wait, judgmental of it out of jealousy. So, as usual, spite motivated me, and my first book was written between May of 2012 and August of 2012. Nice.
Damn.
Showing that book off to my friends in front of that teacher felt so good. I bet it did.
Yeah.
Um, Hazelnut said, I outlined my first book after trying to pants it and got myself stuck. I'm currently in the midst of rewriting it. So for 10 or so years, I've been working on it. Oh, wow.
Well,
Hazelnut. Well, fantasies do take longer. Yours is a fantasy, right? If I'm not mistaken. I believe fantasies take
I
longer.
I think, yeah. Yeah.
Chris, Christian said, first drafted my first novel in a month during NaNoWriMo 2012. Not 2012, typo. Baby hit my phone. Oh, those babies. It was 2010. I was 17 in 2010 when I wrote it. I was 18 when I first signed a publishing contract, and 19 when it was published in 2012. Nice. Very.
Nice. If I count NaNoWriMo, and then I did 2 books there. But I just like those 2 books are such a blur. Like
They still
anything
count.
nano related is such a blur.
They still
Like
count.
and one of them is a fantasy that I may revisit because I love the world. And the other one, it was a sci-fi fantasy. Um, I don't know if I will revisit it because it's a little bit more like a dystopia, end of the world kind of situation with superpowers and all of that is currently sort of dead genre wise.
Mhm.
But again, I,
Yeah.
I wrote those books for me mostly. I never, none of them I thought of like, oh, I'm writing this so I can publish, and I'm like, no, this is just self-indulgence.
Just for me. Eva said, I finished my first draft after a week. It took, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. A week? I'm going to come back to that. It took me throwing away the start of what I thought would be the story and starting over. The two drafts are nothing alike. I credit medication. I had been on my medication for 6 weeks. Wow. A week? I only have finished drafts, no finished books. But technically, if you have a finished draft, it's not a finished. It's not. I mean, it's still a book. It's just not
It's a
published.
finished
Publishing.
story.
It's not publishing ready. It's still a book. I'd still count that as a book. She said it was 2022. Oh,
22. Okay, let me stop.
I'm not gonna say that song did not also pop into my head. It's fine. So at least I wasn't the only one. I will answer. I will do the rest of the answers when I come back. And what is this about poor cave babies? What?
The books that I have shown.
No life for them. Book bets. And Nicole said it is a fantasy. Yeah, a week. It's a middle grade. I mean, still, I wrote a middle grade. I don't know how good it is because I haven't read back over it yet. But a week. Still in a week. The first unfinished version was called The Mabel House and had an orchard and 2 child ghosts who died from scarlet fever.
Oh.
Still $26K in a week. Yeah, that is extremely impressive. And now a finished draft is titled Bus Number 11. It's such an intriguing title because it just makes you immediately want to know what the hell is up with Bus Number 11. Do I want to know what's up with bus number 11?
Do I want to get on bus number 11?
Yeah, the answer to that would be no. Like, no, I feel like bus number 11 is a no. Oh, okay.
Also, what was the question that you have for me when I was talking? You forgot.
Oh, okay, because it sounds like, I didn't forget. I was going to save it because I feel like it would be an in-depth answer. What got you, because you sound like you were pretty heavily into vampires, and I wanted to know what led you to wanting to write vampires, and then how did that lead to you wanting to write romance? And I felt like that's a long, lengthy answer of a question, so that's why I was going to save it for later.
So your question is like romance or contemporary romance? Because
you said
my vampires still have romance.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's more focused on the vampire story, right? The story or the lore of the vampire. Maybe not. I imagine romance is a subplot for most dramas. I feel like most dramas have some, whether it's a little amount or a lot, there's still some romance somewhere. Even like the book I'm currently reading, it's a thriller, it's a mystery. Most of it is, thrill of the chase and they're killing people. But I did skip ahead to the end because I do that, and they do get together in the end. There's a kiss. There's a coming together in the end. So I'm like, oh, because you could feel the tension between them in certain parts of the story, and I'm just like, please tell me they get together. Even though technically she kidnapped him. But we're not going to talk about that. She kidnapped him, but for the purpose of saving the world. So then, and they do end up together. So there's like, every story I always feel like has a little bit of a romantic subplot. But it's like, I know what Sally writes, and it's completely separate from vampires. So it's like, how do we go from vampire love, because you seem to really love vampires, and Sally?
What gets me into working on multiple projects? Boredom.
But
Like,
you could have just created a different vampire story. You went to Spicy Sally. Let's start calling her Spicy Sally.
that is funny. Spicy Sally. SS.
SNS?
It's just boredom. Because also,
Okay.
uh, I had a lot of ideas that wouldn't fit into paranormal, or at least not the paranormal that I write, that I
Mm-hmm.
like to write. Like, I would like to write things that are like fluffy and like more human like struggles and things like that, and like friendships and family dynamics. And while I can write this in paranormal, the way that I write paranormal always has a kind of like dark, sinister current underneath.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, I love that.
so it wouldn't, what I wanted to in those topics wouldn't fit there, because I wanted to be a little more lighthearted, more emotional, that kind of thing. So,
Anna said, I think a
like,
lot of.
I would, yeah,
What was you about to say? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm
like,
sorry.
no, like, I could not see any of what Sally has already written as a paranormal the way that it is. Because it
Dolores.
wouldn't be fun for me to write.
Oh, she said, though it doesn't. She doesn't love my vamp. She likes my succubus more.
Let's not get into.
But
Oh,
Eva has a point. She said romance sells and spicy romance sells faster. Is there more of a reason necessary? I don't know. I never write. I mean, not that I don't want to sell my books. Obviously, I want to sell my books, but that's never really the driving force for me. But I don't. Some people it is the driving force. So I don't. Is that what Spicy Sally came about?
the spice, yes, because it's
But isn't
certainly
Marina
easier.
spicy? Is it Marina's? Marina's not. Is Marina spicy? I don't think I've read any spicy parts. She's
It's
gory. It's gore,
it's
bloody.
that's what the tagline is: a little spice and a lot of blood, because it's very slow burn, very.
As a,
I make my characters and my readers suffer when you're reading Mireia. With Sally, the satisfaction is a little more instantaneous, especially with the shorts. Um,
yeah, I mean, because you don't have but so
with
much time to get them to
yeah,
get to this good
with
part.
with the full lengths, I will probably have you pulling your hair.
Not gonna say anything about Rebecca right now.
That's just the way that I write. I annoy, tease, and frustrate my readers equally. But it all pays off. Oh, I hope I make everything pay off.
They all come.
Um,
They all come in the end. Anyway.
thank
Spice. What spice, JC? Are reading? No. I haven't. Well, to be fair, I do need to catch up with Marina. I have not read it all. Where I stopped, there was no spice. That's why I was like, "Is there spice in Marina?" Because I have
you.
not. I have to catch up, Dolores. I'm sorry.
There's 42 episodes, and I think they have kissed once or twice.
Yes, it's like I don't remember
Correct,
reading
correct me
movies.
if I'm wrong, Dolores. Again, I need to reread everything because everything gets like very muddy in here. But I think they might have kissed once or twice in 42 episodes.
Oh, that's a molasses burn, not a slow burn. Like a slow ass molasses. I'm
Sad, a
just
little spice and a lot of blood.
messing with you, ma'am. Um, I have some more reading to do. Oh, I probably should. Yeah, my stomach is actually really starting to talk to me now. Oh, my book has
Oh,
light spice. My target audience is dark fantasy readers. The molasses burn. I mean, she says a slow burn, but I feel like the way she's like one kiss in 42 episodes, I feel like it's a little slower than slow. That's like molasses,
oh,
you
yeah.
know. Oh, but anyway, this is our last chunker. The last sprint will be normal sized, 30 minutes. Oh, okay. In three, two, one, sprint. Hi, Tiffany. And we're back. Yes, who's back? Back again. Did you do during that sprint, Esther? What many things did you accomplish?
What did I do? Uh, I'm blinking. What did I
Oh,
do? I mean, I work on the outline
so many
for,
things. You did so
uh,
much that you can't remember.
oh, oh, most of what I did, I cannot say.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So, I just
Mm,
veer into paths that I should just let them die
I got you.
and not be bothered again. Um, but I am almost done with the outline, and I am liking this better than what I had before. I may have to come into terms that I don't think this is gonna be as short as I was hoping. So it is what it is.
Oh, well, people like a long story. It's fine.
I should not kid myself and think that I can uh, write full romantic art in 10,000 words. That's not happening.
No,
I
I
can't.
mean, yeah, you can. It can be
I
done.
can't.
You can.
It can be done.
That's
Laura
like me.
does
That's
that.
like saying I can write. We already know I can't. That equal.
Like Laura,
Lord can tell a
beautiful.
whole story in 5 sentences.
Right.
She can tell a
Yeah.
whole story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end in less than five lines. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how she does it. It's
This
amazing.
girl, I know I can do it after under 15K. That's it.
Well, that's still
Oh,
short. That's still really short.
yeah.
Hazelnut got 120 new words, and I wanted to do something between Sterling and Kane that's referenced in chapter 20. Ooh.
Nice.
Devin, chapter 12 of 33 of beta revisions. And Morgan, we got a Morgan that came in. And just as we were going to the sprint, okay, really? Come on, StreamYard. Why won't you let me do things? We got a Tiffany that came in. Hi, Tiffany again. And I think
Oh
that just
wow.
I arrived at home from a very long day and am now eating dinner. What's for dinner, Morgan? And I'm glad that you're finally home and you can rest and relax and recuperate and, just scroll through TikTok or Instagram or whichever one I think TikTok is your vice of choice. I think. Joanne wrote a sentence from August newsletter. Got some more work done on my day job front. There you go. I can read things. So back to the question, which is,
Yeah.
what was the process like writing your first book, and how long did it take you to write it? Okay. What the See, you came up with this question. Did you mean first book ever or first book like
I mean,
see
I
we
did mention both I mentioned my first book ever, my first book,
yummy.
like book when I knew I was going to take this seriously, and then I throw the shorts for reference.
A tricky answer though for me because I knew I was going to be a writer and I took it seriously at the age of 6, in which I wrote
Wow.
I wrote in construction paper and crayon my first little picture book. of which I poked holes in the side, put yarn in to lace it and bind it together, and then proceeded to give it to my first grade best friend. And she actually still has it. So, whenever I'm actually famous one day, it'll be worth something to her. But technically, that's my first book. Do I remember what it was about? No. Do I remember how long it took? No. I was 6 and I was serious. No one took me seriously. That was the problem. But anyway, but later on in high school, I started writing poetry. No, I started writing poetry at 10. Novel, might have been my first year in college is when I actually made my first attempt at writing a novel. And it is shelved. It's called Love Don't Love Me. I have entertained the thought of picking it back up and seeing if it's any good and I could do anything with it. But I also might just leave it alone. I don't remember it taking anything longer than 6 months for me to write. But again, I haven't read through it in a long time, so it may not actually even be any good. And that's enough of that question.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Did you have?
So how long did it took you diary from draft to publish?
Oh dear Lord, the diary? Okay. That's not my first book though. So the question was my first book. The diary. Oh, okay. Okay, because the diary was a little personal to me. So it was written during a time of it was a cathartic moment rewriting that. It probably took maybe a month and a half to actually write the first really rough draft.
Okay.
The first rough draft looks nothing like what it is today. Like absolutely nothing. And so about a month and a half, but like from the second, girl, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea because I wrote the first draft and then I realized it was missing something and I needed to add more depth to the story I was trying to tell. And so then it morphed into the second draft. And then my editor and me kind of haggled over it because it was really long. As long as it is now, it was really long when she got a hold of it. And it went through multiple rounds of edits and her telling me, you have to cut this. You don't need this. It's not necessary. I'm like, but it is. It's personal to me. She said, but the reader isn't going to care.
Yeah.
It took a while. It's okay. I am not that person anymore because now I'm okay with like, okay, it needs to go. All right, fine. I might disagree at first and then I'll read it back over. Like Dee in the book When Love Calls Now, she's like, there's a chapter, well, there's 2 chapters that she doesn't think needs to be there. And Laura hasn't gone through it yet, so I don't know what she's going to say about it. But I'm reading through it now and I've already passed both of those chapters. And I'm like, yeah, they could be deleted scenes. They could be cut. And I'm just like, oh, the growth that I've had from the diary.
Because and I think you have gone with your process looks like the first your first draft, your first through with the writing is you telling the story to yourself. That's your book. That's yours. And then once it's done, you're like, okay, I wrote my book. I have that. It's mine. Now I can turn it into the reader's book. And that's when I see you like, okay, let me read. Does this make sense? What do I need? Can I deepen this? Can I take this out? And I'm seeing that you're like, my first draft is my baby, my book. That's for me. And then I can move on to like, okay, what I want to present to the world. And that's when you get into your read. Hi. And that's when you kind of like get into your rewriting and shaping and all that. And that's when you make it so
for the reader, for the world to consume. and to tell the character's story, because it's the
Yeah.
character's story. It's not even really mine. It's the
Mm-hmm.
character's story. It's her story or his story if your main character is a male. But it's their story to tell, not really yours. But you got to get the story out first. Um, I've grown. I don't haggle anymore as much. Anyway, I might disagree at first, and then I'll like, take a step back. But this is why I think this is why it's so important to take a step away from your drafts, because
Yeah.
that I think that's what allows me to be able to see the story from a reader's perspective. And so I'm not so close to it. I'm not like holding on and clutching to it like it's my baby. You can't kill my darling.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
I'm removed from, because right now I'm reading When Love Calls and I'm like, well, I don't even remember writing that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I to me, the good thing of writing so many things at the same time is when I am not working on something,
Uh-huh.
I am my brain keeps forgetting about it.
Mm-hmm.
And even with shorts, I draft in and then I take 2 to 3 to 4 days away from it and I work on something else and then I read it. And usually is enough time and I have done enough things that I'm just like, I sort of remember this, but not really. So let me see what the heck I wrote.
I always think it's fun when you take a step away, because you really do get to experience it like the reader would experience it. Because I mean,
Yeah.
unless you have a photographic perfect memory, you're not going to necessarily remember even writing all half of what you wrote. I mean,
Yeah.
you remember it
Which
because you outlined it, or it's your story. You remember it, of course, but it's different.
yeah. Like I remember bigger things. I just don't remember where they happen exactly. And when I read them, I'm like, ooh, this happens here. Okay. Or like, ooh, this happens.
It's always really
No.
great when you read something that you wrote really well, and it's like, ooh, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Keeping that part.
Yeah.
On the flip side, it's also jarring when it's like, ooh, that was not good.
I have those a lot, especially because there might be days that I am writing, but my brain is very much in like Spanish language, even though I'm
Mm,
writing in English. So when I read back to those passages, I'm like, what the F I was trying to say? Like sometimes nowadays, if I am writing and I can just not think of it in English, I just write it in Spanish. And future me will find a way to get it back
right.
to English.
I
Cause
just uh, I
it's
just
like,
read something. I just read something I was reading through, and I put it in the comments. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Like, huh? What? We'll
yeah.
come back
There's
to that. What?
though sometimes I do have to read it and be like, okay, is this Spanish here because it meant to be here? Or this is
Mm,
Spanish here because I couldn't think of it in English? That's the
right.
problem for me when I'm writing Hispanic characters that speak Spanish because I sprinkle in some Spanish throughout the stories,
Right.
not a lot, because I don't want to overwhelm the reader with a language I'm pretty sure most don't know. I mean,
But I
readers
also would
of
think
Sally.
for you, what's the balance like trying to, because I know you want to write it for English
Hmm.
speaking people, but you also don't want to lose the culture of writing about Hispanic character either. Like, what's the balance like of that?
Yeah,
Like,
so for example, you might see it on the book that you're graciously made to read it for me. I interchangeably use the word aunt
and
and the
TV,
word
TV.
titi, which is what we call our aunts here. Like, and it's just like so I could have say tia, which is the actual Spanish word for aunt, but honestly, no one in Puerto Rico really, unless you're like saying, "Oh, she's my," instead of saying she's my aunt, it's like she's my tia. That's the only way. That's the only reason we use the actual word. We always like titi and name and
I did know
tio.
that Prima was cousin. I did know that.
Yeah.
How I knew
So
that is, because a lot of Dora was watched in her house when my child was young.
yeah.
And when she talked about her
So
cousin Diego, she would say her
Diego,
primo, and he
primo.
would say my prima. So I knew that.
Yeah. So I just words like that I try to sprinkle them both in English and Spanish so the reader can make the connection. Um For food, I try to keep the original word, and then every so often I may do a reference of it in English so
Mm,
people can kind of like get the gist of it or have an idea. Um, and sometimes I just like phrases, like when they're talking and there's a reply that is in Spanish. I clue it in with the answer in English and
mhm.
trust that the reader is smart enough to get the gist of it.
Right. But you don't like do it heavily though, right? Because you don't want
No,
to make it like a
no.
textbook. Right.
Yeah, no. I don't do it heavily. It's there when it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And because like I don't do full like conversations in Spanish because it's just
Gosh,
like
yeah, because it would be too much for the
why?
reader who doesn't speak it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And might as well, if I want to signify, because this is what I've seen on other books. So I'm just like going by the standards of the industry. When conversations are on another language,
Mm-hmm.
usually they write it in English, they idolize it, and kind of like let you know that this is a conversation in another language.
Right.
So you know they're speaking another language, but you're not reading that language. You're reading English.
Exactly.
So if I decide to have a longer conversation in another language, then I will do it that way. But right now it's just like phrases here and there.
Right. That's a good way to do it. Let me go through the rest of the answers that were starred so that we can get into
Okay,
the last sprints because I can actually go eat. I did fix dinner. Fixed dinner on that sprint and
good.
did some more of my read through. Now I have to jack to go eat. Dolores said my first finished book took a couple of years, but helped me relax when I would get home from work during COVID. I passed the whole process, only making character sheets and world sheets. I haven't published it, and it's not a romance, but it was therapeutic. Oh, it might have just
Nice.
been a for you book, which is
Yeah.
okay. Scott said my first book that I ended up publishing took 3 months to draft, then 3 months going back and forth from the then editor to get it ready to publish. My very, very first actual completed book myself took a year ago. Well, I can talk. Took me a year to get it written and then decided I hated it and it should never see the light of day.
It happens.
It does happen. Hence why I'm like, who should I go back to that book that I first wrote? Maybe not. Randy said I wrote my first book while I was staying with my grandma during her last days, so I don't remember much of the details. I think it took me a few months to finish draft one and years to decide to scrap it. My first published work took maybe a year to a year and a half to get it practically done, and I dragged my feet for another year because I hated my reason for writing that book. Oh, Randy. Joanne said it took me about a year to write Culinary Confessions and an additional few months to self-publish the book, but I'm hoping that things will have improved when I publish Project Sugar and Spice. Nia said I finished my first book in 2012, not to publish, but I did get it registered. Don't know if I'll ever fix and publish it. Was not thinking about being an author at that time. It was a time travel parent. Ooh, I'm sorry, what? Ma'am, I need you to go back to this book. It was a time travel paranormal.
Though time travel are like complicated too.
I know, but oh my gosh. I feel like
Why?
Nia with her world building skills, I feel like would do such a good job with that. And I'm here for it if you decide to go back and do something with it. If not, understandable as well.
Yeah.
But time travel paranormal, ooh. Also, Nia said, "Oh, first book ever was the dinosaur egg." I wrote it in first grade and won a contest for my grade, and then school it went to region for something, but I never got it back. Oh,
No.
Morgan said, "Hey, it's somewhere, and when Nia becomes famous as she is going to become, it will be worth something to whoever has it." Morgan said, "Same. My first book was at the age of 6 to about a girl named Amy and her amazing adventures." Ooh. Nice. My first novel I finished in 12th grade, and it took me 10 years to complete 4th to 12th grade. Wow, Morgan. That is dedication. What happened is A Seed Among the Thorns the first is what happened to the first book, Morgan? Where is it? Did you shelve it forever? Randy said, "Oh, very first book was basically a good Godzilla fan fiction I wrote when I was 5 in a Rugrats notebook because I couldn't sit still when I went to church with my grandpa." I'm sorry, it's
Oh,
so
that's
cute. It's so cute.
I can imagine little Randy at church writing a Godzilla
Right,
fan fiction. That
right.
is so
Oh my
cute.
Oh, I missed you. Good night, Devin. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm getting blurry eyes. Thanks for hosting. Cover reveal coming September 1st. Ooh, we got a cover reveal coming. If y'all are not subscribed to her channel, just click on her channel and go and subscribe. Do it now. Do it now. So Laura said, "I'm still here till we get to Walmart and the internet doesn't want to play the stream." I hope you're still here. Eva said, "My first book as a child was taken by my older sister and sold to a peer to turn in for their class." The sister, there's a story there, and I feel like we don't have time for me to ask the question. It was about a kid who jumped into a fantasy world. It was probably a lot like that Toll Booth book. Ooh. Now, of course, it was handwritten in a notebook, like 70 pages. Oh. I think you should write for my specific Spanish speaking level and no one else's. Oh, well, then you should write for my specific Spanish speaking level. It would be like, I know prima and primo. I know tia and tio and titi. And yeah, it's hola. That is Spanish, right? Okay. I had to think about it. Oh, hola, de nada. Gracias. You don't think that's about it? I was about to say bonjour, but that is not Spanish. People said children's book in Spanish. We always use tia and tia, never name. Eva said, "Want to translate?"
We use name when we have more like uncles, and because if I say Tia and 5 of my Tias are there, all of them are gonna answer, so I need to be more specific with the name.
True, that's true. Eva said, "Want to translate mine and make it rhyme? It'd be fun." And she just made it rhyme. And I love Eva. Okay, babies. Books that don't see the light of day. Oh man, they stole your book. Wow, time travel involves knowing how to really work well with timelines. I mean, but don't we all in a way struggle with timelines? I mean, well, I do. Maybe.
But that's in a very like in a higher level, because it's like it's the main timeline and all the different timelines they are traveling, but you gotta set the boundaries. If you make a change in those timelines, would it affect the main timeline? And how would it affect?
Right.
And how are you going to show it? And if it is it going to affect any characters? And existence of characters is just so mind-boggling.
Right. Well, the book I was referring to is Project Elf, The Princess and the Warrior, my dark fantasy love story. Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Morgan said it's not shelved forever. I'm planning on revising it one day and releasing it. It's the first book that I put up and took down, and it was a romance about two kingdoms called Blinding Light of Truth. Ooh. Okay. Apologies. I'm going to skip a couple of comments because I'm hungry and I'm going to eat. And we've been rambling for a long time, and it's already 9:46. So, if I could push the right button, that would be helpful. Trying to see, can I eat in 20 minutes? Should I shorten it to 25? I think I will. Don't be in shock over there, Esther. Nope, that's not what I. You know what? We're gonna go with that. So 25 minutes. That's sprint, everyone. Make it count, and we'll come back and say a quick goodbye.
Good night.
Good night, Eva. Bye.
No, I think it's D who's leaving.
Oh, D is leaving. Hold on. Oh, because I read Eva said you should just end the stream. Okay. Good night, Eva. Going to ice cream. Hi, Morgan. Okay. Sprint. Yes. Yes, we did do the dang thing, if that means eating. I did. How did you do, Esther? Yeah, yeah.
I am just writing in my Notion thing for this specific book, this new outline. So
Oh,
just
Notion.
I have
Notion, Notion, Notion. Oh, that just reminded me of Des's song. Notion, Notion, Notion. Going to my Notion. Content creation hub. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Des, don't sue me.
so yeah. Yeah, I'm just typing it down so I don't lose it.
Okay. And Hazelnut got 119 new words. Yay! Your story is coming right along, isn't it? I can't wait for you to be able to publish it so we can all read it. And his immortal, oh God, I'm blanking. His immortal majesty, right? His immortal majesty, him, her eternal reign is the, okay. I think that's right.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Anyone else in the chat want to give an update before we say quick, very quick goodbyes? Anyone? Going once, going twice. All right, Esther, where will his immortal match? Yes, I remembered it right. Yay, Esther, where will we find you next? I think I know where.
I mean, I don't know if I will be tomorrow.
I was thinking about your Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
It's Laura's week,
know.
but it's Laura's week.
Okay.
I got ice cream. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Well.
That's sad. Sort of.
Is it?
So I don't know if I will be.
Okay, go ahead. I usually put the brownie on the bottom anyway. Oh, yeah, I like the brownie on the bottom. Or on the side, like side by side, maybe. But I don't like it mixed together.
So anyway, I may not be. It depends on my pain level. For tomorrow, and then Friday I will be at my channel under Esther Marie Andújar at 6 p.m. for my Freaky Friday stream. So get spooky and come and get some things done, be productive at the start of the weekend.
Get spooky with it.
I also will be doing a live on Saturday evening. I think I have it at 7. I schedule it.
I want to say it was 7. I want to say it was 7.
I think it's 7
because it popped up on my thing, so I saw it.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a month planning stream and kind of like pondering about Q4 since we're not there yet, but we're close.
Maybe, but aren't we?
And then we're there, but not there. And then Sunday I will be at my channel again at 3 p.m. for gentle productivity streams.
Esther.
Soon-ish, I will be sharing on Discord and social medias my September schedule. I will be probably streaming a lot on Twitch. Because it's what they call their September. So they are rolling out a lot of discount for subs. So I was like, I might as well so people can know about this, and if they want to sub to either my channel or other channels, they can get the discount.
Right.
Because those things sometimes it's just like you see the email and like 2 days you forgot about it. And because I have so many things to do, it will benefit if I stream more often.
You got a lot to get out.
Yeah. So yeah, I will share that pretty soon. I just need to iron out a few things with my schedule at work. So yeah. This entire weekend you will be seeing me. Friday, Saturday,
Yes.
and Sunday.
I'm
As
happy
a
about that.
full Esther weekend.
Yes. Never get
So
enough of Esther. I
will probably rickroll you guys with Never Gonna, and not gonna sing the rest of it.
I know, but I know the rest. I'm singing it in here.
Yeah. How about you,
and
Lucy?
I will be on. If someone streams tomorrow, I will be on their stream. I don't know if I will be with Esther on Freaky Friday. That depends on Esther, but she might just want to be alone, which is perfectly fine. I'll be in chat.
Oh no.
And maybe on Saturday. I don't know. Is this a solo stream on Saturday? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Saturday I'm sending the
Okay.
link because I know a few of you guys.
So that's where I'll be on
to
Saturday too.
Planning. Yeah.
Oh, real quick. Jocelyn's writing by hand, so I'm not sure how many words I got, but you got words. You are being productive. That is what counts.
Yes.
But yeah, I got books. They're in Amazon. KU. Yeah, that's all I have. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.